We made it home just before uh, the rain. So recently, there's a reader I've been watching, uh, off and on for 2 years. This reader has had a very tumultuous time on their channel. It's very unfortunate. Watching for 2 years. I think it's almost dawning on three. Um, I have a message for you because I never thought that you were specifically co-signing me or anything. The way I like to, you know, when a reader says something that resonates to me with me, um, even if it's positive, I take that as a message for me, whether I know you or not. So I don't want anyone to think that I think that everybody knows me. I think I've said this before, but it's very important because this message is for you specifically. Um, yeah, I've watched you for a while. I actually made a community post about you. I just wanted you to know that how much your readings resonate. I never thought that you knew me until there was something specific that you said, and there was a few things that I saw happen. Recently, you did a reading on your website that I watched. And at the very end of it, you said something to the extent of, if you're all the way here, then you're real special, and blah, blah, blah. And I said in my comment, I said that, thank you. I think you're special too. I never thought that you were speaking to me specifically when you said that. I was just accepting that affirmation. But I noticed whenever I get on your channel, some weird shit happens. It's like the weirdest thing. I don't think everything is directly surrounding me. But it's like weird because when I made that comment was deleted. And then after that, your website went down for like 1 or 2 days. Like all your videos, when you'd upload them, they wouldn't upload right or something like that. And so, when there was another video, I think it was last year, and I had said something on it. You had made a video about my exact behavior. It was very negative. And I said, I know that I'm not right, and I apologized to him many times. But I never said any, like, I never thought you were speaking to me directly, you know? That's how I make comments on there. It doesn't mean I think you're talking to me, just leaving the comment. But I just noticed, recently you had talked about how people are saying that you're like crazy or that you did something to them that you know that you didn't. And, you know, I really resonated with your message. Um, my my advice to you as you speak your message is, despite the fact that they're doing that, I wouldn't allow that to let you be defeated and continuing to do your messages. Let me tell you about your messages. Um, the first time I heard you, I cried so hard. I resonated so hard. And it was just beautiful and definitely sent by God. Like, it was just, even though you're talking about like really rough things, you know what I'm saying? Like, your words of encouragement have surpassed any reader I ever heard in my life. I know it's not like they are beneath you or hear God less or anything like that. Your delivery is just so compassionate in a way that I've never seen before. In a way that induces the most healing tears that I've ever cried in my life. Listening to you was very healing. And so I just wanted to let you know that, because I did do a video recently responding to your question, but I never thought it was personal. Again, I never think these things are personal. I'm the collective. So if I hear a question, somebody asked me. It doesn't mean I think you actually asked me. A lot of people, I do that. I do that, but it doesn't mean that I think that. I am very specific about the people that I believe that were doing things, and the group of people that you just know things that you shouldn't know. Okay? And I know how it's working. I know what you're doing. But you, ma'am, I don't know where you came from. I don't know where you came from, but you know. Well, yeah, you came from God. And I know that you don't agree with everything that I do, because I'm not sober. I smoke weed, I smoke cigarettes, things like that. Um, I am not a perfect victim. Like, in terms of, if I was victimized, uh, the issue is that I'm not perfect. So since I'm not perfect and I haven't, lived my life extremely correct, I know very much that you disagree with my lifestyle. And I'm not saying that you know me. I'm just saying some of the things that you've said. I know that you disagree with how I live my life, what I'm going through, all that shit. But there is something called divine wisdom, and I do believe that you have it, that you possess it, and that if you let few many comments actually, if if you let those comments stop the message that God has for you, I don't think that would be in your best interest. Um, Not because anything would happen to you or anything like that. You know, it's just that it's your right. It's your right. Give it by God. And so, I just want to let you know, if you do not continue and you don't keep pressing forward, and you choose to redirect and no longer make videos, that your message, uh, you know, it touched me in a way only God could touch me. And it got me through a lot. I watched a lot of for a while there, I only watched you because the way that even though you touched on, my negative behavior, there was enough that it just kept me going and being encouraged. And the reason I keep watching, my therapist suggested that I actually do this other group, like support group. And she essentially told me to do the same thing that I do with tarot, which is just, listen to it all day, get my headphones, listen to it all day. That's what I've been doing with tarot for like the last 5 years. I would rather be in the presence of people that are trying to build us up spiritually, because this is more of like a trauma thing, and I'm still going to do it. We'll be switching those gears here soon. But I mean, that's what a lot of the messages that I listened to were for. I don't know how many times I've heard keep going, and that literally got me through the day. I would much rather hear about that than the TikTok gossip and the makeup and whatever's going on in the law. But I mean, I can still hear it in this trauma group. But I've only been with that therapist for like a month. So when she gave it to me, it's been about 2 weeks. And actually, I mentioned she wanted me to do something because she actually thinks that what I'm speaking on would be helpful in this group. So I do plan on doing it. But that's a special message to you, ma'am. Because it's like really weird. Like, y'all be swearing to me that you don't know. Like, you know me. It doesn't mean that I think you're stalking me or anything. I don't think anything like that. For you, at least. But you've recently said that you were going to stop, and I don't think that you should allow the delusions of other people to keep you from doing what clearly came to you in a dream. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but you said it came to you in a dream. There's going to be weirdos. Promise you that weirdo is not me. For you. Maybe for some other person, but for you, I'm just like an avid fan. I truly believe that what you have to say comes from God. Um, that even in what you say, I'm able to look and be convicted, you know, and be as good as I can be at this time, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna leave it here and come back because I don't want to mix these two things together. Stay tuned. And you have a good day, ma'am. And I hope that everything goes very well for you and your life. And your family is very beautiful.